Hello and welcome. It's a good day to be on the farm. My name is Chuck, and this is Riverview Cows, episode 19. And as you can see, you're coming in the middle of a day. I think the same day that episode 18 was, but I haven't recorded this one in a while, so I'd have to go back and look. We have a couple of things going on here. Number one, there was a swather pack that was released a little while ago. Oh, let me get that angle correct. Really need to zoom in here. And that is what you can see in the yellow down there. And the swather actually has a heater installed inside of it. So it turns the cut grass into hay automatically. So saves the step of needing to ted it, and then windrow. And just turns it straight into rows of hay. And then here I'm coming with my square baler the other direction and just baling this thing up. So this is the big field of grass that we had discovered was ready to harvest in the last episode. So I decided to give these swathers a try. I actually bought two because the other one that I bought was just making grass. So the heater isn't working in that one, or at least wasn't working when I tried it. So then I bought the yellow one, and now the swather is doing what it's supposed to. I've got the red one, which is fine because I need grass as well when we're mixing all of these things to make the silage, but we do have quite a few silage bales stored up right now. So if we can manage to just use this yellow swather for the most part on this map, we'll probably sell the red one that I bought originally. So obviously I've got that yellow swather going on a worker, and then I'm following up in here in our Kloss Aceleron, I think it is. Now I'm going to have to check the name. In my garage, I have a medium tractor, I have a small tractor, Kloss Arion 660. So it's pulling this, it's doing all right, keeping up with this, and pumping out these straw bales, or hay bales, excuse me. Man, where are my words today? So we're getting this field whipped up real good. And this is, I think, how I'm going to produce the majority of the hay going forward. This swather is real nice. This camera angle is not real nice. I should just switch to cab view for this until we get away from the trees. Line that up right on the bonnet and then get this thing going. It is going to make this big field, or at least making hay, much quicker because it saves us 2 extra passes, one to ted it and then one to windrow it. Although I guess technically we windrowed and baled at the same time using our larger tractor, but you know what I mean. So got the swather running on this. I'm actually going to stop. Just made another bale there. We're going to turn this off and turn this off for a second. We'll come back to this momentarily. So there's our milk truck. Here's that red swather. For whatever reason, this one wasn't turning it into hay. You can actually drop out the piece that's the heater, and it comes out the bottom, and just make it into a mower that does grass and windrows all at once, which is nice, but we don't probably need both of them. Here's the one with the workers going on, and it's nice that it does it at like 15 miles an hour, so it's quick, which helps. Also, we were rolling our fields. I think we have rolled all of them now. Let me look real quick. So our grass fields are fertilized, double fertilized. Technically, we could roll 11, but I don't think we need to. So let me leave that there because that's not what I'm trying to do. I wanted... Yes, this is the one I want. So I'm going to fire up the Massey, drop this down, and let me see, what is this? That is the seeder. Where is our cultivator? Or do we only have a small cultivator? I'm probably going to have to jump in here into the garage. And we own a lot of things. No, we have this 5 meter limpkin. which requires 180, which is why I wanted the Massey, because it's 205, where I guess technically the Kloss is as well, but this is 145. So 205 would do it. The question is, where did we park it? Does not appear to be in. Better check. Nope, nope. This is all harvesting stuff. This shed is empty. So we have a couple of fields. And excellent, the Massey already has the weight on the front. We have a couple of fields that need cultivated. So I thought I would get a worker busy on that as well while we were doing the grass work over here. Is it in here? Nope, that's the mowers. What did we hide in this one? That's that sprayer that we never use. So there's definitely some equipment sitting around the farm that we could probably get rid of as well. So I'm going to check the upper farm. Probably should have looked at this before I got too terribly far into this episode. There's our mixer. We got a boatload of eggs. And we've got our manures piling up. So pretty soon we ought to be able to start fertilizing with that, which would be nice. The cow farm is finally getting to the point where we're able to do make use of some slurry, make use of some manure, make use of a lot of things that we weren't making use of in the previous season, because our cows weren't producing that much before, and we're selling some milk now, so that's how we're starting to finally have some money to do some things. Yes, there is our tipper, and here is the cultivator hidden way at the top. So let's get this thing hooked on. I feel like it's going to hook on from the other way, but maybe not. Alright, so we're going to drive this down to one of the fields, get a worker going on this as well while we're wrapping up. So we'll have a worker with the swather and a worker with the cultivator. So big farm like this, trying to get all these cows going, does take quite a few hired hands, in my opinion. Just doing it all myself would be quite the chore, so I don't mind using a couple of workers here and there to kind of get things done a little bit quicker. Technically, this is one of the plowed fields, isn't it? Yeah, 13 and 14 are both plowed. I suppose 13 is ready to go. Does it need lime? Needs rolling. Mulched. I suppose to start, let's get 13 going. So we're going to just line this up. Then pop on the worker. Is that changing our field state? It appears to be. So let me get back to here. That is getting cultivated. So now we can flip back over. This guy's making a lot of progress now. And here we are. We'll fire all this stuff up again. So, like I said, we're making fast work of this field. And I do really enjoy the progress. That we're like, this would have been a 2-hour job the previous way if I was going to mow it all, then come back and ted it all, and then come back and windrow and then bale. There's 3 passes. With this new method, I think we can do it in 2, and I can hire one out like I have. He's missing a little bit on the end, but when we're looking at all these bales, it does not matter. We're going to have plenty of bales to go around, so I don't mind if we miss just a little bit. And then at some point in time, we need to get busy and plant 19 and 16, which are the fields directly east and west to this one. Let me just get this lined up like so. So yeah, we have 16 and 19 cultivated and ready to go. Technically we have field 7 as well, but I don't think I'm going to use that field this go around unless we have time to get there. I was thinking about making it a grass field just to match all the other fields over there, because it just takes so much grass for all these cows, and I want to get more cows in there as well. So gonna wrap this around. So that was the other thing I could have used. I think we still have just a really tiny cedar, if I remember right. So I could get the... Oops, missed a spot there. That's all right. I could get the tiny little vulture attractor going on seeding somewhere, like field 7. But I don't think this is the right season for the crops because I need straw. So let's see. Yeah, it's June. We're just doing grass work. In July, I can plant wheat or barley, both of which would give me straw. And we can use that to feed the chickens. Do we still have chickens? I'm pretty sure we do. We got a ton of eggs. Yep, we sold off all the chickens, and we're just waiting to sell off those eggs. So, you know, making progress. Is he done, or is he just confused? I think he is just confused. So I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to back up, actually, just in case. Because we can actually lop off all of this front stuff. So I think we got to lower it. Okay, back up. The swather is really nice because it mows fast, but it turns almost too sharp. So still working on that. We'll just quick mow this top section. And then with the max speed of 15 when you're mowing, you don't even have to really lift it up when you're just driving to get back over here. I'm going to do another angle. I want to be able to use a worker for this. I don't know what caused him to, like, I don't know if I do another angle. Yeah, let me try one more angle. Something about this he did not like, and that made him confused and get stuck on the turnabout. So we're just going to come down here and give him a double swath to turn around in. And then we can get him lined up down here. And missed just a little bit there, but it'll straighten itself out. So is this thing running? It appears to be. So let's come up here. Since we've got this ready to go, see if it grabs that little bit. Did it? I'm supposed to be watching the numbers, but I wasn't. Alright, and then I think we'll just pick up all this stuff on our run down since we just made a mess of it. Yep, our numbers are going up. So we'll just come down here and we'll follow that swather because I don't like having to drive over this weird stuff at the end to turn around. So we'll just come down here and grab all this. Hopefully I don't drop a bale right in his way. See if he turns around. Appears that he will. I'm gonna have to take off the cruise control for a second and let him get out of the way. I can creep up a little bit though. And then we'll get all these bales picked up here in a minute. Maybe that's what I should bring the other tractor over for. I don't think you can actually haul that bale trailer, so I'm going to come over here and get this little piece that was missed in the corner. from before. And we'll try to back our way out of the corner. That worked better than I thought it was going to. And then we'll line it up again. So anyway, we have lots of cows, but we're going to get lots more cows here in the near future. So I thought the swather might be the way to go. And if we decide that we like the swather, then we can maybe sell that old mower, or because I think we can drop the heater out of this one when we need grass. We're still going to need grass to make silage, but we've got a lot of silage cooking right now. Probably should have done a double line down here. Just get this on here. And like so. So, I mean, we're probably going to get 30 hay bales off this field easily. I mean, I'd be surprised if we got, I don't know. I mean, maybe high 20s, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get 30 off of here. And, yeah. All right, I'm going to leave the collector down because we just missed the tiniest little bit of stuff right here when we were doing a diagonal. Pick that up. And we'll get that corner piece, and then we'll start our up and down up there again. My bale numbers are going to be off because I started using the swather, then I exited the game, and then I came back in and started recording, so I can't check to see how many bales we have created in this session because I already messed that up. So it is literally going to be when we get the trailer over here and we start counting. Now the problem is I need to store all these bales somewhere. Oh, I missed that whole chunk on the end. And we're kind of getting full on the farm, to be honest. I've got a trailer. The trailer that the Massey was hooked up to, I think, had grass bales on it, and it had a good 16. We've got to put those somewhere and stack them, probably over by the silage, so we can eventually turn them into silage if we need to. When I checked the cows earlier, I'm pretty sure they had a ton of hay, but we hadn't started the TMR train yet because we were waiting for that first batch of silage to get done. Now that we have some straw and some silage and all this hay, we can start, as they eat the hay down that they currently have, we can start filling it up with TMR. The thing for that is they had so much hay that I can't even get a full load or two of TMR in, and once I put TMR in, they're going to stop eating the hay. So I've kind of put myself into a, like, we're ready to go to TMR, but I don't want to go to TMR yet because I'll only ever be able to put like one load in, and then they'll go from there. So skipped 2 rows that time, didn't necessarily mean to do that. So look what I mean here. Productivity is 100%. They're doing great, but it is 173,000 liters of hay. I guess that's still in the red. So we could probably throw a lot of TMR in. I just wanted them to eat some of the hay down in the first place. But we could also just take a load of this hay over to the other field and start cows on the second field too. So we have a couple of options, but I just, why start the second cow field until the first one is not running at full capacity? So that's kind of where I've been holding off on doing that. But we've been basically feeding them hay. So at some point in time, we can start mixing the TMR as well to get this busy and going. Is that worker going? I'm watching him. He might be stuck in the corner again. Nope, he's going. He's just taking his time. Turning around. But this is a really big field. So I'm pleased with getting... Oh, that's what it was. I could... If I get the trailer over here, I could start the roller. So I could literally have all 3 tractors going over here, which might be a good idea. So maybe we'll, after this one, we'll drop... Yes, that's what I was going to do. All right, it's all coming back now. So after this row, I'm going to drop the baler here. We're going to drop those grass bales that we have somewhere. Then we're going to come pick up all the hay bales from this north side of the field down to the row that we just did, and then we'll start rolling that. All right, so let's get you back here. We're going to turn you off and disconnect. And then we'll get a first load of hay bales off the field, like that one that I just ran into. And don't want to get too much closer because we're just going to zoom out when we get that trailer picked up. But first thing, I have to figure out where I'm putting those grass bales. And we can check in on our Massey. It's doing a great job cultivating up there. We can move him over to the other field shortly. So busy June, but every day is busy on Riverview. And it's a lot of just feeding the cows, which is why we're getting rid of the chickens in the first place. So here is our TMR. I know we did this last time, so these are still grass. But this row is silage. This row is silage, and even these are silage. So it's just this last row of grass. So we could literally drop, if we can figure out how to do it, right behind here. And then we have your hay, right? Your hay. These are our last 6. Nope, your hay as well. Yeah, I suppose we could just... Where did I even park the trailer? And now I've ran away from my... Yeah, we've got hay everywhere. I probably didn't even need to mow that yet. Please be grass. Nope, you're hay. So we literally have no grass bales now. We just have hay all over the place. All right, where is my tractor? Here it is. So we're going to back up. We don't want to put the hay over here because this is where we're processing the grass into silage. So that is one of the reasons why we still have that other swather, or maybe just keeping that mower set so we can get some grass bales when we need to get the silage end up going. But I think we can mix 1 silage bale, 2 hay bales, and 1 straw bale and make TMR. So but we can move these with the forklift. Oh, there's one. Yeah, there's 1 grass bale in there as well, which I think I had a previous episode where I had called that out. So let's put that on the outside so when we're moving it, we recognize it. And then let's just drop them maybe right here. Let me zoom way out to make sure we're not going to cover the thing. And we can get our telehandler to do this. Okay, so those are kind of in the way, but not terribly in the way. All right, and we need to go this way. We might actually have too many grass fields, which I know is kind of dumb for what I've just been saying, but now that we have the big field, we are pumping out a lot of hay, which means we can probably just buy new cows. So I think we have options. And like I said, I don't think we need that swather anymore in its current status, the red one, if we've got the mower. So we'll have to sell one of those, but that should allow us to maybe just buy some more cows, which will get us busy on those projects. So let me get this in here, and then I forget, is it to operate? Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're gonna just go ahead and start grabbing these hay bales so that we can start the roller over here and keep this grass field ready to go. Can I split the difference here? 3, 4. Okay. Take this one off of here. And we missed that row right there. We'll have to double back for that right when we get... so that's 8, 9, 10 so far. And then since we're going to go all the way down to this row that we just did, we can literally grab these 4 as well. It's 12. Oops. Missed that one. 13 and 14. And then let's just park this. Because, yeah, this swather is going to be done here in just a second. We'll have to get it out of here. We'll go ahead and grab these 2, so we've got another 16. Thought that would trigger. We're going to back up, get you over here. So we're going to leave that with those 16 bales. Yeah, and look, 16 bales, and we've got all of these rows to take care of. So let me get this hooked up. And then let me get to the roller. I think you're done. So I'm going to get this thing over here and parked. Get this folded in. And yeah, there's these little spots that we missed, but that's okay. Did that at the bottom too, I don't mind. For the most part, this grass field is fertilized and ready to go. This field is pretty much cultivated. So we can sick the Massey on the big field, number 14. As you can see through the trees up there on the left, because that one will keep the Massey busy for a while, and we will get this thing ready to rock over here. So yeah, we're gonna have to plant 19 and 16 in the near future, but we can get these rollers going and keep the grass production going. So at some point in time, we might just think that this field will be enough to keep the cows fed, but until then, we're just going to keep those little fields grass as well, because we already have these big fields that we're going to do crops on. So yeah, I mean, this is a big enough farm that, you know, you're going to need 3 or 4 hands to help you. So I'll drop this, make sure he's going the right way. Yep. So getting this rolled. All right, so we're going to get back over to here. Turn this back on. So I want to grab this. Man, we missed it again. And there's a bunch of stuff we missed down here in the middle. We don't have a very good line on this. That's kind of embarrassing. All right, let me just run down here and get all this stuff that we missed, because the roller will make that stand out even more. But the whole thing's swathed in a short amount of time. And then we can get back down here. Yeah, we did miss quite a bit here, and then there's a little bit at the end there, and then we'll start a new row. But I like having 2 or 3 tractors going at once. Feels like a busy day, which is nice, getting a lot of work done, getting these fields turned over. And then we'll hopefully by the end of the day get a chance to get back there with the telehandler. And let me just zoom out. Did we get the grass? Yep, we did, I think. All right, so I'm going to turn that off. Unload these two here. And then if we loop back around and start this next row, we should be ready to rock. And that will take care of, since those two were unloaded, I know I'm going to drive all the way through the trees here, but want to make sure I get lined up right on this. That'll just allow one more section to go before those bales get in the way of the worker. All right, so we turn this back on, get lined up, and see our numbers go up. And then we should be good to go, like so. Anyway, just wanted to check in with you guys, show you kind of how this is going. Obviously, great progress in getting the cows fed here. I think this is actually going to wrap it up for the episode. Started swathing and baling, ended swathing and baling, but we did get the roller over here, and we got the cultivator growing over there, and we've got a plan set for the next episode. So appreciate you guys watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.